Frank Taffy, you have adamantly defended George Zimmerman, and you have steadfastly defended Michael Dunn, and I'm wondering why you were hanging in there so staunchly. And it has recently, very recently, come to my attention about some very disturbing comments on your Twitter feed. Out to the control room, what was the comment we wanted to ask Frank about?
The only time a black life is validated is when a white person kills them. End quote.
No, it's not true. And I have a pending lawsuit against Miller Jones, by the way. I'm glad you brought that up.
There's also your alleged response to them. What's the response from the control room, please?
Quote, that minority group, they don't do anything productive for this country except for the NBA. And if it wasn't for the NBA, Joe, like I always say, our country would have the world's tallest garbage men. Thank God for the NBA. End quote.
That's not my Twitter account. I've already defended myself on that.
Because, Taffy, that is so
That's horrible.
And
that's horrible. That's not my Twitter account.
So
that's sometime from years back. Someone hacked into my account. So thank you for letting me get it out there.
Did they hack into your account, or that's not your Twitter account? Huh, that's interesting. Now, the reality is, those things were actually not tweets originally. They were audio from his podcast. And we have that audio. Oops. Here's Frank Taffy in his own words.
We're sick and tired of this bullshit, this country where one minority group dominates and dictates what the majority is supposed to be doing. I don't think that's the way it works. And that minority group, they don't do anything productive for this country.
Well, look, I'm not going to say that they're controlling
Except for the NBA. And if it wasn't for the NBA, Joe, like I always say, our country would have the world's tallest garbage men. Okay? Thank God for the NBA.
All right, it's not about race. Here's more from Taffy.
Well, it goes back to the premise that, I once said that the only time that a black life is validated is when a white person kills them. Okay? Other than that, we're part of the groove, man. It's okay to off 12 of us, and nobody cares. But I guarantee you that if I stormed into the local KFC with the AR-15 and offed about 12 of them, I don't think I'd make it out the front door.
They had a debate on this brilliant podcast about whether Oprah was the N-word. The person arguing that she is Frank Taffy. Listen.
Hey, welcome. This is Frank Taffy to episode 8, I believe, of Standing Our Ground. I'm Frank Taffy, and I'm here with my co-host. I'm doing good. I'm actually in the parking lot of the KFC in beautiful downtown Sanford. I figured it'd be very apropos.
I don't know. Would Oprah Winfrey qualify as a nigger to you?
To me, she wouldn't.
I think she is.
Oh, Frank, you go first then.
Yeah, she's a nigger because she keeps spewing out all that bullshit. She goes over to Switzerland and she says that the lady didn't want to show her handbag because she thought, that she couldn't afford it. And she keeps just doing what she's doing. She keeps stirring the pot. She keeps trying to promote her boy Obama. Obama could do no wrong. It's birds of a feather. They flock together and stick together. And to me, she's a nigger. Oprah Winfrey's a nigger.
Oh, not at all.
She's a nigger.
Not at all. She is.
It's funny about Oprah. It's white women that made her rich, isn't it? It wasn't the black people.
Yeah.
Go think about that shit.
Yeah. Perhaps HLN and all other TV shows that have this despicable clown on should think about that shit.